Hi, welcome to the Palace of Yarn and Thread YouTube channel. My name is Amanda, and I will be your tour guide through the chaos of this crafting little corner of the internet. This channel is dedicated to my forays into crochet, knitting, spinning, cross-stitch, wood burning, gardening, being a parent. Yes, I said parent because I do have a fur baby. Whatever life is throwing at me, I'll take you along for the journey. It's bound to get interesting. A little bit about me. I do not promise to be a perfect YouTuber. Let's face it, it's not gonna happen, nor do I want it to happen. But as long as you can hear me, I'll take that as a win, because that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves about watching new channels. They have so much passion and so much vigor, but you can't hear them, and I didn't want to be that problem. And I'm also going to do my best to look at the viewfinder and not myself, because that's the other one of my pet peeves. I have a lot of pet peeves, but I'll try not to make it all about that. So, I will say that if for any reason I stop and look around, it's because my dog might be getting into something and I have to correct him or find out where he is. I do have a, how old is he? 5-year-old? 6-year-old. 6-year-old rescue. He is part rat terrier, part dachshund. He's the love of my life, but he is aptly named. His name is Loki Stitch. Loki because he's the god of chaos, and Stitch because I have to measure his badness levels on a daily basis. If you know, you know. Um, the name of this channel, if you are a reader of the Court of Thorns and Roses series, you'll know kind of where the homage is there. So, the Palace of Yarn and Thread. If you don't know, please comment below and we'll see how many people get it. I can't promise anything. I am located in Oklahoma, so the northeastern part of the state. So Tulsa is where I'm located, and I've lived here my entire life. I am a small business owner on top of working full-time in corporate America for the next few months. Long story there. We're not going to get into that today because I don't want to cry. I also do run a farmer's market in the local area. It's just something small. We have a great legacy, though, and I'm very passionate about it. I'm a reader. I love to read the spicy books. We'll get into what I might be reading later. I have notes, that's why I'm looking down. I am a music lover. I love music. That's kind of like my love language is music. I am a gardener, but there's a caveat to that. I'm actually really decent at hydroponics. Not so great at in soil, but we're trying. This last year was my first like dive into soil-based planting outside. I don't like nature. It is what it is. But I actually grew some stuff. I got enough pickles to make some, enough cucumbers to make some pickles. That's the right term. Whatever. And lots of basil. I love basil. My family loves basil. So whatever I grow, I use. And if I have too much, I gift it to my brother and his family. That's really all about me. You'll probably learn more as we get further along in these episodes. A little bit of housekeeping. We are very inclusive here. Bullies or cruelty or any of that type of rhetoric. So if you can't say nothing nice, can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Keep it to yourself. Maybe tell your therapist. I don't. So, but yes, let's just be a kind community. There's too much negativity out in the world, and we're not here for that. We're here to spark creativity and just build a good community of caring people who have similar interests. That's my ask. I welcome all crafters of all levels. So if you're new to crafting, welcome. Have a seat. We'll have some discussions. If you've been doing this a while, you're a veteran to some of these crafts, great. Share your tips, share your tricks, whatever helps us. Especially since I just got into spinning, I can use all the help I can get. I get a little sarcastic, maybe a little snippy. I will try to use PG-13 language. That's not my wheelhouse, but I'll do my best. That way, if you're at home with your kids around, you can still watch it and enjoy. But I can't promise that the language will always be 100% good. No F-bombs. I'll promise that. No F-bombs. It's gonna be hard. The vibes here, other than crafty and cozy, are gonna be witchy and yeah, witchy. Yeah. Let's see, what else do I have on my notes here? And I apologize if any noises irritate people. I try to do my best to keep them to a bare minimum. Because as I said, I'm inclusive and I try to be mindful. What to expect from formats for this channel going forward. This is just the introduction. I really don't have a lot to share today. I do always have something going, at least one type of almost all of my project or crafting genres, but I tend to be pretty monogamous with some of my stuff, so we'll get into that. Bear with me. I digress. So the format might be some vlog style, most likely some podcast style, maybe some tutorials, depending on what's being asked of us. My podcast will be your typical format, finished objects, whips, and or works in progress for those who are new. My schemes, aka the plans that I have for whatever craft I'm planning. Any acquisitions I may obtain, though those may be very few and far between, as they say. I try not to go overboard. You will never see my craft room. Not gonna happen. There's a whole story behind that. When the next area would be growth, so we might talk a little bit of plants because I always have something growing. I look over here to my left, and that's where my grow rack is. It is in my living room, which is where we are. How frequent will I post? I can't guarantee that right now. It does get a little chaotic in my household. My mom does live with me, as does my oldest nephew. We all work very different, very different schedules. And sometimes, no matter how much I might feel like I'm okay doing recordings, I don't always feel great doing recordings in front of other people. I do them for the farmers market. I do lives for the farmers market on Facebook. Editing may or may not be a thing because depending on how much time I've got, we're getting ready to go into farmers market season, so time might not be very, very available. We may end up sometimes changing location, so my backdrop, which is non-existent really, this is my living room wall. I'm sitting in my living room chair. That's what you see. Yeah, I think we've covered everything. What this channel covers about me. Let's see, are we hitting all of our check boxes? Housekeeping? Yeah, I think we've covered it. We might talk books and music. Probably we'll talk books and music because I'm always looking for a good recommendation. But that's not today's problem. Today's problem is just a welcome to my world. This video probably won't be super edited because I have tried recording this 19 times and I wish I was inflating that number, but I'm not. I welcome you to my channel. I hope that we can build an amazing community that supports amazing makers, um, wonderful projects, creativity of all sorts, and I'm just looking forward to spending some time with you guys as frequently as I can. That is all I'm going to do for now, because that is enough rambling. I'm done. My name's Amanda. I'm signing off from Oklahoma, and bye for now. I have tried putting this microphone in multiple different spaces, on my shirt, on my glasses, and the only place the audio sounds halfway decent is right here on my finger. So for today, this'll work. So yeah, I've definitely got to find a better way to hold the microphone because my finger actually is hurting right now.